NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Goes first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Herbert. The screen pass here to Cohen. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 43-yard
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Taken down just shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 26, check 26.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Herbert. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Denver.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Raker, incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Noah Igbinoghene.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st down, Broncos.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A.J. Terrell.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Tua. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. from the gun. It's a give to Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 20. It's our field.
On first down, it's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackled at the 20.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
At the Herbert off of play action. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And 1.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. Open man is Kirk, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
For the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
a shotgun snap for Herbert.
At the 37-yard line.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, this is Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
On the carry.
A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
A 32-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tua now on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st down, Denver.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the blood.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Makes the score.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Nothing.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Herbert now. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And he completes it to Cohen. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board It's now 9-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Broncos.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got this down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
At the 46-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On to give, this is Cohen. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from leading this game. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
From midfield, here's Tua. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a handoff looking right. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they